Hey everybody, Jed Johnson here from DieselCrew.com. Just this morning I got a very common question in my inbox at YouTube, and it's from Bill Provost. And I can tell he's pretty frustrated with the question that he's sending me just by the way he's writing it. So let me read it and I'll explain what's going on. I got my heavy grip grippers yesterday, and I noticed a slight difference in the Heavy Grip 200 and the Captain's Crush number 2. I think Heavy Grips 200 is supposed to be 200 pounds. I can close it 10 times, but the Captain's Crush is supposed to be 195, and I can't get that one closed all the way. The difference I noticed is the Heavy Grip is the handles are about an inch or so closer. Does that make the difference in closing? Or are the Captains of Crush a truer ratings than Heavy Grip? Okay, so we got two things there that he's bringing up. You got two grippers from competing companies with basically the same rating, and they're nowhere near the same strength levels. The other thing is, the Heavy Grips, the handles are much, much narrower. So he's wondering if that's the difference. Now the truth of the matter is, the handle spread can make a difference, but it's not going to make the difference where you can close one of them 10 times and the other one you're going to miss on. It's just not the case. Here's the thing about the ratings, and I've got a couple other videos here on YouTube that explain this in a bit more detail, but I want to go ahead and cover this briefly. The numbers the company use, the numbers the companies use are numbers that they use for themselves. They do not use those numbers in order to compare them to other lines of grippers. The numbers do not line up at all. Okay, so I don't know exactly why Heavy Grips uses 1, 150, 200, 250, 300, etc. I don't know what their reasoning is. I don't know for sure what Iron Mind's reasoning is either. I just know that they have numbers up there that are just used to organize their own grippers. Now, if you want to know how strong your gripper is, there is a way to test it, rate it, and then compare it against other grippers. It's called an RGC. There are a few of us that have those. We rate grippers. If you're interested in getting your grippers rated, you can send me a message here and we can talk about it. But basically what happens is you hang weight from the end of the gripper. The numbers end up lower, okay, because you're going to hang the weight until the handles touch. That's the strength rating that the gripper gets. The number that you get is going to be lighter than the gripper the way that it's described by the company, okay? Some people say that they measured the handle strength of the grippers by compressing on the middle of the handle of the gripper. In that case, you're going to have less leverage. The number is going to be a little bit higher. The problem with that is, where's the actual center of the handle? Are you going to measure it, just cut that number in half, draw a line, and hang a strap there? It's much easier if you just hang the strap from the very end of the handle, okay? That makes it very easy to do, real easy to get a rating, and the testing procedures that we have is very repeatable and it's very consistent. So that is the way we do it. The numbers end up a little bit lighter. To give you an example, the number 3 from Captain's Crush is, I don't know, I can't remember what the number is. It's like, I don't deal with that number. I think it's like 260 or something. I'm not really sure. What we end up getting is numbers between like 140 and 155 for number 3 grippers. Okay, that's with the rating at the end of the handle. For the Heavy Grips, I don't really know. I think I've got a video up here that shows some of the results that were done with Heavy Grips grippers as well. So I can link to those too. It's a good thing to check out the other videos that go into much more detail. But the thing is, yeah, handle spread can make a difference in the strength of a gripper. You have two identical grippers from the same company. If one handle spread is a little bit less than the other, that one that's narrower is probably going to be a little bit easier. But it's not going to cause that great a difference where you're repping all day on one and you can't hit the other. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Bill. I know it's frustrating. Believe me, I get this question all the time. By far, this is the most common gripper question that I get, whether it's here on YouTube, email, whatever the case may be. A lot of people don't realize this. It is really confusing, and I can understand why it would be frustrating for people. The best way to understand how strong your gripper is to either just squeeze them and then compare them, have them in line in your gripper collection, or get them to somebody who rates them. And like I said, if you're interested in getting your gripper's rated, contact me, we can talk about it. Alright, everybody, thanks a lot for your time. Thanks for checking out this video. I hope it was helpful. And don't forget to subscribe above. Thanks a lot, and all the best for your training. Take care.